Welcome, guys. This is Cody Dean. Welcome to Sales Creation Radio. Today, we're going to be going over how to overcome any objection that you want to that you get encountered with. Okay. Now, it doesn't matter if you're in sales, if you're in a relationship, you're in business, whatever you're trying to do, you're going to have objections. And so I'm going to help you overcome these in a nice, simple 3-step formula that's going to help you get what you want, but also we have to remember that we are helping and we are serving other people. That is the key, and the reason why you are in sales is to create an income for you, but also to increase in the life of those that you're helping. Okay, so again, my name is Cody Dean, and while we are before we go into the training here, I wanted to bring your attention to my whiteboard here of a special offer that I have going Black Friday to the end of November, and maybe a little bit longer, we shall see, but till the end of November, that is November 31st, that is a Friday. What I'm going to be offering is, again, so my journey started back 2013, 2014. I started doing sales. I started doing door-to-door sales, and I was really bad at it, and I started to learn some things to help me improve my sales. And I was going out door to door, and I was actually selling satellite TV, Dish Network. And the whole entire first month, I only did 10 sales. To give you an idea, you get about $200 per sale. So I only made about $2,000 my first month. But with rent and with food, there was really nothing that was left over, and the whole goal of me going out for the summer to do door-to-door sales was to make money to pay for college. And so if I wasn't making any money, at least I was surviving, right? But the problem was, I got a text from my bank one day, and I realized that I had actually overspent I had an overdraft fee from Wells Fargo. They sent me a text saying, hey, you just had an auto ship go through. It was part of a network marketing company that I was part of. And the auto ship that they did that month, I totally forgot about it. And they sent it out, and they charged my card. And the problem was I didn't have enough money. I only had $120 or something, and it was like 150 that it was being charged. And I was like, oh no. And so I got an overdraft fee, and I was super scared because I was like, I'm not going to make it. How am I going to make it? And maybe you're in the same situation of, this has got to work out. So what I did was I started looking around for information. I started looking, found some YouTube videos. I found some people that were successful. And I went out and I found someone that had been in the industry for a long time. And I said, hey, you need to come out. You need to knock with me. And we went out, and he was a regional manager. And we went out and we knocked, and we were just talking. We're just having a good time. We were just talking. But I realized he only sold one account with me. And I was like, you know what? Like, honestly, if this guy can do it, then I can do it. Because I didn't see anything different in that way successful person, made 6 figures a year, if not more, and in myself. Barely scraping by to make money, and had overdraft fees. Now, I was talking with him, and I was like, man, if he can do it, I can do it. And so I went out the next day, and I went and I crushed. I sold 6 accounts. I almost sold as much accounts in one day as I did the prior month accumulated. And I went on to make 6, 4, 5 sales a day, and went on to be one of the top rookies in the company. Now, this wouldn't have happened had I not had a change in my mindset. The most expensive real estate that you have is the mindset, is the real estate between the 2 ears that you have, the 6 inches, 6, 7 inches that you got, okay? And if you do not figure out this brain matter that you have in your mind, it doesn't matter if you are successful. If you go and make a ton of money in sales or in your profession, you are going to lose it. You're going to feel like it's a lie. You're going to not get as far as you could. And so what I want to offer to you guys is mentoring with me, coaching with Cody. Now, people normally pay $497 a month. That's $500. That's $6,000 a year for coaching with me. And you can definitely do that later. That will be the standard rate, and you can go to my website and get that later. But because it's Black Friday and I want to take care of you guys, and I am new to this podcasting, for those that are coming through my podcast, I wanted to offer you the coaching. Plus, I've created a ton of courses in 2018, and I will be making more courses in 2019. Let me just go over a couple of those courses, and so you can see what you're going to be getting. You're going to be getting all of these courses for free. Now, I spent over $10,000 on personal mentoring with myself, for myself, not with myself, but for myself, to help me improve my skills. And every time I did, I got a 10, if not 100% return on my money. Okay, so the very first course that you're going to be getting with my coaching program on Black Friday special is the sales creation formula. I teach you the 5 steps to creating a sale. I teach you that because it is a formula that I've used in almost every single industry that I've gone through, with door-to-door, over the phone, in person. This formula, it just works, okay? The sales creation formula. Also, you're going to get the creation of money mindset. Again, like, if you don't understand money and if you don't have the mindset of success, you can go take it and make a ton of money, but you're end up going to lose it because you're going to start spending it on frivolous things. And I've learned that the hard way. I went and bought expensive vehicles and they depreciated, and then I realized I didn't want them anymore. And that alone, the creation of a money mindset, that will save you $5,000-$10,000 just like that, just for preventing you from making those dumb decisions. Okay, you're also going to get the 4 secrets to the creation of your goals. I'm going to teach you the 4 steps to creation. It's going to be those are all ebooks. Then you're going to also get me in video format with my new book, Love, Lift, Liberate. You're going to get this plus the Love, Lift, Liberate Academy, where I go in depth to the foundation to creation. This is going to be the mindset that we were talking about again, and how to use love and how to lift yourself up and liberate yourself to new heights. Okay. Then also included for free, you're going to be getting my goal creation journal. The goal creation journal actually helps you use those 4 steps of creation and implement them. So you're going to get little trackers, you're going to get little visualization things, you're going to get ways to have an amazing morning routine. So you're going to be getting this book as well sent out to you. Okay. Now we're going to be starting in December 2018, so I'm going to give you a whole entire month for free. Again, it's normally $497 or $500 for that month. And with the coaching, what you get with the coaching is you're going to get one-on-one coaching with me. You're going to get an hour-long call. We can do a video call. We can do over the phone. And then you're going to have access to me to have... you're going to have access for texting or voxing anytime. Because you're going to be going through life and you're going to have struggles, you're going to have problems, and you need those answers. I'll be able to answer them for you, okay? But then we're also going to be having our weekly phone calls, okay? You also will be included in the Creation Academy, which will be a bi-weekly group coaching where I coach groups on how to create the life that they've always wanted. Okay, so that's all going to be included. $5,997 for my coaching. You're going to be getting the $4,789 for my books and my courses, and all the future courses like Leaders Create Leaders, Fitness Creation System, the 10-week creation challenge. All of that's going to be coming soon, and much, much more. You're going to be getting that for free. Plus December, we're going to start off December the first week, December 2nd through 8th. That'll be our first call. $500 value. It's normally $11,826 if you were to add that all together. For this special offer, it's only $997. It's a one-time payment. And if you want this, you just go to codydean.net/Black Friday. That's codydean.net/Black Friday. And you can get this. Just go and fill out the information and I'll be in contact with you. Okay, so let's go right into the objections, how to overcome objections. Now, this is a way that you can use it. Again, any industry that you are in, any relationship that you're in, any negotiations that you're in, you can use this formula that I'm about to teach you to help you make it so you're not fighting with your customer or fighting with the person that you are talking with. Because if you fight with the person that you're trying to sell, you will never sell them. We've all been there where we say, hey, I really want to do this. And then someone says, no, you really don't want to do that. And then it kind of throws us off as decision making. But then we actually get reaffirmed in that decision of saying, hey, you know what? This is what I want. So let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, so the very first step for you to create or to go through the objections, okay, is you want to think of A, B, C, and it's not always B closing, although that is a great phrase to help you keep the mindset of assumptiveness. But there's an ABC formula for you that you can use, and the very first step to overcoming someone's objection is acknowledge and agree. Okay, I put them both in there because sometimes some people are just super crazy, and if you just say I agree, then it's kind of like weird, right? So before this, you actually need to know what the objection is that you are going through, right? If you have an objection or someone's giving you an objection, first of all, you have to be aware of it. Okay, so I would say let's put the ABCs away here for just a second. Put a pin in it, right, as in bolt, and let's think back to the steps to creation. If you go into the Goal Creation Journal, the very first step is awareness. Creation starts with awareness. Awareness means that you are able to recognize something. Being aware of something doesn't mean that you know something, but you know of the potential of something. So you may not know completely 100% all the way through what something is, but you know it's there. So you can say, hey, I know that this objection is here, or I know that this objection was there. Now I need to investigate it a little bit more, or start tracking it to build your awareness. I always tell the sales reps that I coach, the problem that you're having is you're not aware that the objections that you're getting and the patterns that are happening. So if you make a list of every single objection, oh, I don't have time, I don't have money, I don't want to do that, I don't want to go to school, whatever, right? If you have kids, if you make a list of every single objection that you have, then you can start looking through this list of like, it looks like as soon as I start talking to people, I have an objection. Oh, it looks like I actually talk to people and then the objection happens later in the call or later in here. Or I didn't even know that this was an objection. I didn't even know that this was something that people were saying. I kind of just glazed over it, right? But when you start tracking, you're going to start seeing those patterns, okay? So that's going to come before using the formula. It's just, first of all, being aware of what objections that you are getting in your life. For the mothers out there, your kids, what is the biggest objection that they are giving you? What is the biggest objection that they are giving you? Say, hey, you know what? Every single time that we get ready for school, they give me this objection. Okay, now that you're aware, now you can be prepared for what's going to happen. Okay, so once you're aware of what the objection is and you hear that objection, you're like, great, I knew that was coming, or I'm now aware of it. First thing you got to do is agree with them. Again, we want to be friends and we want to be civilized people. And we don't want to argue with people. If you argue with people, you're never going to get anything done. However, what you want to do is you want to acknowledge and agree with them. Because if you acknowledge them and actually tell them like, hey, you know what? Like, I totally get why you don't want to do this. And actually, I agree. You should definitely think about it. Or, I don't have the money. It's like, yeah, absolutely. I agree. Actually, everyone that I talk to, they don't have the money for this. Or if they want to talk to someone like a spouse. Oh yeah, absolutely. We should definitely talk to the spouse. Definitely talk to your spouse. Okay, see what this does is it actually builds rapport with that customer. It's going to build rapport with the customer, and they're going to actually be like, hey, you know what? This guy's really cool. This person is awesome. Like, they're on my side. Okay, so remember, it's A, B, C. So the first thing is to acknowledge and agree. So it's as simple as, hey, I understand. Yeah, I agree with you. Oh yeah, definitely we'll want to do that. I understand how you feel. Okay, so that's how we agree and acknowledge what people are saying. Okay, step number 2 out of the ABC is B is build value in what you're offering. Okay, now this will look slightly different compared to what part of the sales cycle you're in. Also, it's going to look differently depending on the circumstance. Just know that, okay? So what do I mean when I say build value, okay? So when we're building value, we're creating something of worth, where it's kind of like an incentive to do something, okay? See, we've already agreed with them, we've already acknowledged them, and so we are going to then build value in the options, okay? We're going to give these people options, we're going to give them some solutions to their problem, and again, there's so much I want to go over with you guys, but just continue to listen to the podcast, because we're going to talk about the logic, we're going to talk about the brain, we're going to talk about psychology and how to really solidify your sales down and your relationships down and your negotiations down, okay? So we've acknowledged and we've agreed with them. The next thing you got to do is you got to build a value. You got to create kind of like I think of like a balance, right? Right now this person is thinking, oh, I'm going to go do this, and they've given you this objection, you've agreed with them, now you put them balanced. Now we need to add more value to the thing that you want them to do, or the thing that you're encouraging them to do. Again, if you cannot logically, if you're not really helping and serving this customer, then you probably shouldn't even be in selling that product, right? So we always want to do what's best for them, but we also want to do what's best for us as well, so it's a win-win. So we've just balanced the scales because they just say, hey, I don't want to do this, or I want to think about it. You know, they didn't say a straight out no. And what we do is we agree with them, and it puts us back on a level playing field. We agree with them and we acknowledge, and then we add more value to what we're offering them. So we say, hey, no, I totally agree with you. So the cool thing is, this is what I'm going to add extra for you. Okay, so you can ways to build value. You can add extra incentives, things that you were already going to do, but you haven't really told them yet, right? It's like, hey, I'm going to include this warranty. It's actually already included, but I didn't talk about it yet. So what you'll say is, I totally agree. This is what I'll do. I'll actually include a warranty, so it's guaranteed 100%. There's nothing to worry about. And then what that does to the balance is it actually, on your side, the value goes way down, right? Or the value, it pushes what you have, and it's like, whoa, that's a ton of value. And it's like, and then they're thinking, you know what, maybe it's actually worth it just to do it right now. And now we're thinking logically, okay? Especially when you're closing, you're going to be going very, very logical. Okay, so you just agreed with them, you're going to build value. If you're negotiating with people and they say, hey, no, I don't think we should do that way, I think we should do it this way. First of all, they didn't agree with you, so now you're probably more of like, you're going to get emotional, so you have to remember not to get emotional. But while they say, hey, you know what, I don't think we should do that, I think we should go this way, then you say, hey, I totally agree with that. I mean, like, I totally see why you would want to do that, right? Now, then you can kind of rearrange and go around in another direction to bring in another thing. Because like, now I did really like how this one offered this solution, something that is valuable in that offer, right? Compared to what they're doing is like, and then you can help them see like, hey, there's actually way more value here. Other ways to do it is if you have warranties, if you can provide free stuff, if you can provide more value. If you look at my offer that I gave you guys here on my coaching, right? So I'm giving value here. I'm building value in the offer. So say, hey, this is my coaching. It's $599.97. Some people are like, whoa, that's way too expensive. And then and I said, I realize I've spent a lot of money. I've spent tens of thousands of dollars, and so that makes that now look small. It's like, hey, I totally agree with you. It is super important. Now, also, I have these courses. People go and buy these courses all the time, $4,789 if you want to go and buy all the courses, and you include the books. Now, first of all, I'm building more value, but I'm also agreeing like, hey, it's actually a lot of money. But instead, what I'm doing is I'm actually going to say, hey, you know what, now I'm going to build value in the offer of the urgency of saying, hey, you know what, like it's only $9.97 for you, and I've given away the books and December coaching for free, and it provides more value. And they're like, whoa, maybe I should just do this right now. Maybe I should do this. Okay. Now, if someone's saying, hey, I should think about this, hey, absolutely, you should definitely think about this. You actually have 2 weeks to think about this. But the cool thing is, or what Cody's doing is he's actually only doing this for 5 people, because that's going to be 5 hours out of his week that he's going to be doing these coachings, that I'm going to be doing these coachings. I don't know why I was talking about myself in third person, but I'm going to be doing these coachings 1 hour a week with each person. So I'm only going to be doing it with 5 people. So right now I'm looking for those clients that want to do it with me. And once those 5 people are up, then it's done. But you can definitely think about it, and there's no rush, but that's just what reality is. There's only 5 people, and I wish I could do more, but the time is the greatest asset, and it's already such a great deal and discount as it is now. Okay, so notice how I did that. Okay, now the third step in the overcoming objections is, so we acknowledge, we build value, and then C, ABC. The C is continue on the call, or continue through to the close. Continue to the close. And this is kind of where the always be closing is. So you continue to the close. Now, most people, especially when you first start talking to them, they're going to give you an objection of, hey, you know what, like I don't want to do this right now, or I just want to think about it, or I'm not buying anything today. Or when you initially start something, there's always a reaction. It's a RDR, it's a reactionary defense response, because we as humans, we don't want to get taken advantage of. We don't want to we don't like confrontation, and we don't like new things, and we don't like change, right? And so you guys can actually think about this as you're going through your shopping for this season, is when you go out into a shopping store, and I always joke about Victoria's Secret. It's like, hey, so you go into Victoria's Secret, and that lady runs up to you. I'm just assuming that a lady runs up to you, because all those mall stores have someone that run up to you, and they're like, hey, what can I help you out with? And then they're like, oh, no. The customer's like, I'm just looking around. I don't need any help right now. And then they're like, okay, just let me know if you need anything. And then they walk away. The sales rep walks away. And but then 20, 30 minutes later, who knows long, that lady's walking away with $200-$300 worth of clothing that they just bought, some of the time, right? And it's interesting because they just lied, basically. They say, hey, I'm not buying anything today. I'm just looking around. But then they see something that's of interest, and then they have to purchase it. Anyway, so the reason why I tell you that story is because people have these reactions in their minds. They have these reactionary defense response, and they will unconsciously, subconsciously tell the salesperson, I'm just looking around, I'm not interested. And the salesperson, a lot of times they get emotional, and then they're like, oh, okay, I'm so sorry, let me know. And then they walk away, and they're like, goodbye. Okay, so just realize people are emotional. They will get reactionary, and so you just have to go right through that and bring down their reactionary and their emotions by agreeing with them. So instead of that person saying, hey, okay, let me know if you need anything, they could be, hey, absolutely, I totally get it. Everyone's just looking around. I'm here to help you. What are you looking for? What's your thing that you have in mind that brought you in? I can lead you in the right direction. And then you just buy yourself some more time. Anyway, so those are the 3 steps to overcoming the objections. Number A, letter A, first step. A, acknowledge, agree with them. Number B, letter B is going to be build value in what you have. Building value even includes just saying, hey, you know what? Like, I realize you don't want to buy anything today. Let me just guide you to where you need to go. That's a value add. They're like, hey, cool person. This person doesn't want to sell me anything, but they're going to guide me in the direction. And it just so happens that you're going to continue to guide them the entire way, and they don't even realize that they're being sold. Okay, so that is what sales is you're just guiding them. You are aiding them through this process of the sales creation formula, through the process of buying and through the process of creation. Okay, so if you want more information on any of this information, go to my website, codyd.net. But Black Friday special, again, is only until the end of November. codyd.net/Black Friday, or until the 5 spots gets filled up. Okay, you guys are awesome. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, share. Send this out to your friends. It's all free information that I love to give out because I know if you can learn how to sell, it will increase your income, it will increase your life, and it will increase the world and make it a better place. Okay? So remember, I always say this, be great so you can love, lift, liberate, and create.